Wow, 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 wow. What a weird 24 hours I've had. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm alive. Um, let's hope the system don't crash. Um, for that reason, I'm going to try to go through this really, really fast. Like, hella fast. My kids are up anyway. They might interrupt my stream a lot. All right, let's see. UFC Fight Night. The UFC goes to Mexico. Mexico City. And boy, these fights are going to be bangers. And there is potentially a lot of money to be made. And some of y'all, if you don't get your picks right, you're gonna lose a lot of money, especially if you do parlays. And if any of you are gonna do parlays, do not overdo it. Don't do those extravagant 8 leg parlays thinking you're gonna hit. You're not. Four 4 leg parlays is pushing it. I mean, stay on 4, you might win. Best 3. 4 is pushing it, is being lucky. I always like to push things, so I hit the 4 leg parlays. Do I win? Not necessarily. All right. To open this fight night card for us, we have Markel Mirandos versus Austin Herbert. And this fight, you can see they put it like they already got Markel winning. Well, not winning. They put it favored, but the internet got him like they're crazy saying he's gonna win. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be easy. He's just gonna. The verdict out there is he's supposed to just walk through Austin Herbert, and I want you to look at something right here. Look at their stats and record. 3 first round finishes, and I want to show you something. Look at our boy Austin here. Come on, give me the sauce on the dude. Two first round finishes. So these guys, bro, they're gonna be swinging for the fences. And the question is, who's gonna land first? I feel like uh Markel might be slightly underestimating Austin. Because Austin is not an athletic guy, and he loses to anybody who's a more athletic fighter than he is. So, uh, if you picked Markel Medeiros, you are you're probably looking at some straight line money. But let's see if we can make a little bit, cash out a little bit more off of him. Say popular odds. Let's see. Let's see at the spreadsheets. So if you got Markel to win by KO, that's a plus 400. You're already making your money up a bit more, which is most likely what's gonna happen. That could happen because these guys are gonna go. They're gonna go for the finish. That's just what it is. Uh, you don't put your hopes up for a submission win between these guys. I don't think any of those guys are gonna look for a takedown. I think this fight is just gonna be Austin Herbert just swinging for the fences and Markel obliging right back. Uh, So don't put your hope up for a submission win. But here, right here, here's a low key right here. I mean, it's a fight. Anything can happen. Both men have finishes in their repertoire. They both can finish each other. They're both gonna be swinging for the fences, and it only takes one good shot. And Austin is not a small guy. He's not a little guy for the division. So if you're feeling lucky, just hit that. Wait, plus 100. I mean, shit. A dollar gets you. A dollar gets you about $100. I mean, shit. Yeah, dollar gets you $12. My bad. But a dollar gets $12. So you already get it. $10. You already see where you're going with that. And you can parlay something like that with another like underdog that has like the possibility to win, which right here, Gabriel Miranda versus Jamal Emmers is a fight I'm pretty sure Emmers is going to lose. I I am 100% certain he's going to lose. He's coming up in altitude. He's probably thinking this is gonna be like a striking battle, and I feel like Miranda is gonna make it an up against the cage, suck the wind out of you type of fight for 15 minutes, and I do not think Emmers will have the cardio at elevation to go 15 minutes grappling up against the cage. So I feel like Miranda does have the does have a chance of stealing this fight by decision if he can weather Emmers for the first round or so. Where's that fight at? I mean, even straight money line. If Miranda were to win by decision, you made a good return. It's nothing to write home about, but you'd make a good return. But right here, you see, Miranda by decision plus 1600. I mean, you parlay that. That's a little something. I mean, it's not nothing to write home about, but if you were to parlay, like I'm saying, these are not likely to happen, but those are like, it's possible. It is very possible that Gabriel Miranda gasses out Emmer and beats him in a decision, a 3 round decision. Um, 2 rounds to one decision. So 29-28. 229-28. I feel that is a very possible thing for Miranda to do. Uh, let's move on to the next fight. We got Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pichel. And this fight, it's a no-brainer who's going to win this fight. Vince Pichel is like 40. He's been fighting forever. uh, it's a no-brainer. I mean, both guys are like middle-aged men. Well, not middle-aged, but they're in their 30s. One's 40. Plus, it's at elevation. I love Vince. I love that he's game. But can he be game at elevation? I don't think so. That's an easy win for Rafa Garcia, my bad. My brain is hella slow today. I've slept like about 5 hours. There we go. We got Rafa Garcia versus Vince Pichel. Right here, as you can see, Rafa Garcia by KO. That's plus 550. Do a little parlay with that, $1. Bam. I mean, there's money to be made on this card if you play your methods right. And to be honest, these three, if you're throwing $1 right here, these three, you want to risk to make a quick 1,300 bucks. These three are like a very safe parlay, I'd say, like very safe, because we're in like altitude. Rafa is used to the altitude. I know he's up there in age also, but Vince Pichel, I don't think he's gonna be able to fight 3 rounds in elevation. I just don't think he will. He's no offense, he's got miles on him. Like he's taking a lot of beatings. So that's just an easy pick. And hopefully, like after tonight, he puts the gloves up. Go enjoy the rest of your life, mate. Don't be taking any more brain damage. You've entertained us enough. Oh, Lupi Godinez versus Julia Polastri. Polastri. All right, this fight, I got the underdog on this one. Not because I know much about women's fight. I don't really watch women's MMA that much. I know people say it's MMA. Yeah, but sometimes it's women's MMA, and it's like the fights are just shit. But the only reason I'm like leaning towards the challenger on this one is I think Lupi took this fight on a week's notice and cutting weight in altitude. Although she made the weight, still cutting that much weight in altitude in a week. Kudos to you. I'm guessing she's always ready, but did she have a game plan? Like, how does she plan on formulating a game plan in a week? Uh, and the same goes to Julia also, but I think like Julia was more focused. She was already in training camp. She was ready to fight, and uh, I think it's just an easy pick. I think it's a easy decision win for Julia. Uh, let's keep moving. And this is the fight I am. This is a fight I want to see. Uh, Christian Rodriguez versus Mik Mel Mel. All right, okay. I'm just gonna say Costa. Uh, this fight has a lot of potential to be fireworks, man. Uh, a lot of potential to be fireworks, and I do not think it's going all three. It's one, either Rodriguez is going to knock Costa out, or Costa is going to put uh, Rodriguez in some bad positions and submit him. Um, Rodriguez is crafty on the ground, but compared to Costa, I don't think he's on the same level of jiu-jitsu craftiness. So this fight is going to be a banger. Plus, Costa, he moonwalked during the weigh-ins. He moonwalked to the scale. Like, that's a level of confidence that, like, I got this on the bag, bro. I'm about to cook you. So I'm going with Costa for this fight, and I think he gets this one uh second round decision. Feel like in the first round, Rodriguez is gonna come out. He's gonna start swinging. He's gonna make mistakes. He's gonna find himself defending takedowns, and he's just gonna probably he's probably not gonna want to let his hands go, which is gonna give Costa the um, the openings he needs to work his strikings to his takedown, and Costa is no slouch on the feet. Dude could strike. So I'm not gonna say this one's in the bag, but Costa got this one. And I'm pretty sure these two guys are just one of them's been in the company for a little bit, and the other one he is making his UFC debut, and everybody's on him right now saying like Atabe Gutierrez has it, but I think Joseph Daniel Medina how do I say it, man? Like, what's the elevation like in Cameroon? And how long has it been since he's been in Cameroon? Those are things I should have researched before I started, but let's see, 5 wins, all 5 by knockout. First, you see this fight, dude's a headhunter, man. You know, this dude is fresh. He's hella fresh, and I like his odds against Daniel Medina in the very first round when they're both like and they're both fresh, but I feel like as the fight goes on, we will see a shift in attitude. Cause let's see, Daniel, 6 first round finishes, so he's used to getting people out of there early. Also, 2 wins by submissions, 8 by knockouts, so he knows how to close the show. Let's see, also a headhunter. Man, all right, I see why they have this fight going for Atebe. Is that am I saying that right? Sound like a white no. Ateba. Ateba. I see. But then again, Joseph Medina he's a veteran, man. He's been fighting. Yeah, I think the guys he's lost to had way more experience than the guys Ateba won against. And I feel like Ateba's gonna come out looking for a knockout, and he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it, and I can see him gas in the second round, and the dude's just packing a lot of muscle, and we've seen what muscle do in a fight. So, man, it looks like some of the fights have we had a cancellation. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Oh no, we had a fight move up. Well, all right, that's interesting. So now our featured prelim will be Joseph Daniel Medina versus Ateva Gutierrez. And let's go to the books real quick. Joseph Medina by KO. And you see this right there is where I'll be like, man, this is the fourth line where I put in that parlay. Will it work? But there's something about this fight. that just tells me it could go one or two ways. Ateba comes out early. He comes out swinging and he catches Joseph Medina, and that's it. Fight's over. And again, he could come in early, explosive and powerful, and I say Medina survives, stays composed. Second round, elevation. There's no more like that pop. That speed is not the same anymore. His muscles are heavy. I can see shit. I, I mean, nothing's impossible. This is MMA. Anything can happen. I can see a knockout win for Medina in this fight. So, and these bets are not being made. I'm just showing you guys the possibilities of different four-way parlays that you guys can do, like right here. Like, if y'all want to take this and parlay this, I mean, $1 makes you 14 grand. Like, what do you have to lose? And I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking this. And y'all can call on me later if I fuck this up. But man, I wish my location wasn't acting like shit right now. I would put this in. This seems like a fairly reasonable gamble to make. Moving on to the fight card. Yeah. Or changes on the fight card. I think CJ Vera and Edgar Martinez were supposed to be the flyweight prelim headliners. It seems like there have been some changes. So to open up your main card, you got Kevin Boras versus Ronaldo Rodriguez. And this one is easy. It's in the bag. I feel like the matchmakers, they got this one like correctly. Uh, Kevin Boras, he's a good striker, but I don't. He's tough. I'm not even gonna say he's a good striker. That's overrated. I'm overrating the dude. I'm gassing him up. He he's good. He's good, but I'm not gonna say like he's not amazing. And I feel like Ronaldo Rodriguez has way better boxing and better distant control. And I feel like he pieces him up. Like I feel like my bad, my allergies are just killing me. I feel like Ronaldo Rodriguez will piece up Kevin Boras and just make it look slightly easy. Uh, and it's just the level of opposition that Ronaldo Rodriguez has faced early on his career is they've been like the top notch of the guys who are not ranked in the flyweight division in the UFC. Like going 3 rounds with Ode Osborne on your second fight in the UFC is not easy, and winning a decision too. Kudos to you, Ronaldo Rodriguez. You're gonna do big things out there if you could if you don't get fraud checked by Kevin Burros, which I don't think is going to happen. This is an easy. It's an easy pick. I even see a finish for Ronaldo Rodriguez. I feel like he will capitalize on the mistakes he made when he fought Ode Osborne, and he is gonna pace himself more instead of chasing a finish. He will find a finish. So uh, I see this one going about probably. I mean, Kevin is he's tough. He can take a beating. I don't think he'll be able to take a beating tonight and like elevation against. I mean, he's from Peru. Peru's fucking high up there too. But it's just gonna be a good fight. Let's see what happens. But I think the odd makers have it right, and whatever happens tonight, I feel like Ronaldo Rodriguez will have his hands raised. And we got David Martinez. Man, this matchup slightly feels. I feel like Simon Oliveira is feeling slightly disrespected. Let's see. All right, Simon Oliveira has two fights in the UFC and two losses. But man, dude has an overall record of 18-5, while David Martinez still early in his career. He's pretty darn young. 11-1. Well, that's not super young. 0 fights in the UFC. He's been on a tear. I mean, I can see why the matchmakers. But does he steamroll? Does he steamroll Simon Oliveira? Does David Martinez steamroll Simon Oliveira? That is what Mexico City is wanting to see. Like they want to see David Martinez maul Simon Oliveira. I mean, if this fight card is it's built right, man. It's built right. It's built with every Mexican fighter having a potential matchup where they're not gonna breeze through it, but for the most part, they're expected to win. Every Mexican fighter on that card. So, yeah. So, I don't even see right. Yeah, this is one of these things where you go like, man, yes, Simon Oliveira is not. I mean, for a bantamweight, he's game, but being game does not make up for skill, and I don't think Simon Oliveira is. I don't think he's UFC ready yet. I feel like he should go back to the regionals and just fight harder fights. Maybe fight more in the USA and not in Brazil. Like these Brazilian guys need to come up here and fight more instead of. I know like visa issues could be like travel and all the expenses. These things are not easy, but these guys should make the effort and fight more in the continental U.S. than just staying stuck in Brazil. As you know, you'll build your skills up more. But yeah, this is I won't say easy, but the odds are the way they are because we know that the UFC is they're looking. I think they're looking at the most polite way to tell Simon Oliveira, "Hey, your days in the UFC are numbers. You just came from the Dana White Contender Series, and you've lost 2 fights in a row. So here's this new guy who's coming from the Contender Series. If you can't beat him, then the UFC might not be the place for you." And I think that might give Simon the motivation he needs to fight harder and bring all the bag of his skills out. As I don't think there's a future for him in the UFC if he loses tonight. So good luck to him. Good luck. And my fucking if you'll excuse me. That did not just happen. All right. Our next fight is Raul Rosas Jr. versus Vince Morales. This Raul Rosas Jr. Man, he's Mexico's next big thing without a doubt, and Vince Morales is another fighter that I feel like the UFC's like, here's this challenge, and if you can impress us, uh, we might keep you around longer. But if you can't, buddy, your contract is over. Because for as much money as the UFC is making, I don't think they're in the business of keeping fighters around who can't string a win streak together. And also this fight, Raul Rosas Jr. is it's like okay, what is Vince Morales going to do to Raul Rosas Jr. that Vince Morales, Raul Rosas Jr. can't really do to Vince Morales? Uh, Raul Rosas, he can outstrike him, he can outgrapple him. Uh, Toughness, I guess, and Raul Rosas, he's shown like he's a tough kid, so tougher than most. And this one, he's been training at elevation the whole time, and I think Vince Morales trains, and Topology is way faster. Shout out Topology. Next fight's at Syndicate MMA. I mean, nah, not really. Yeah, I if everything goes according to plan, this fight should just be another stepping stone in the Raul Rosas Jr.'s journey. It should be a stepping stone. That's just what it should be. I don't think Vince Morales has a lot of resistance or a lot of top level skills or way more toughness than Raul Rosas Jr. I don't think he has much to offer as a oh wow, man, I'm in trouble type of challenge to Raul Rosas Jr. I feel it's a very like open and close uh case. Yeah, moving on. We have Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara. 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 CJ Vergara. And the thing is like Edgar he's a killer, man. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna finish you. He's going to look for the finish from bell to bell. While CJ, he's more of a yeah, he's scrappy. Will fight you hard, but it's always with his boxing. You know, it's his boxing that starts everything for him. His boxing is his yes and his no, and I don't think at elevation. And it seems like I'm sounding like a broken record saying at elevation. Speaking of the Mexican fighters, but at high altitude like that, relying on just boxing in an MMA fight, I don't think is a great idea. And I'm not saying CJ does not have other MMA skills. Like, yeah, he can submit you, he can defend a takedown real well, but getting kicked in the leg, the body, and having somebody who has a Mexican boxing style when they attack you, they don't just like what makes Charas dangerous is the way he attacks is like it's head, body, 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 head, and there's legs, there's kicks. He'll clinch you up. He'll hit you with the elbows. He'll hit you with the knees. He will fight you everywhere. And I don't think a battle of toughness is what um is what the idea. I mean, is not the idea. I don't think a battle of toughness is the ideal strategy for Vergara. Uh, for this one, Vergara's gonna need to really bite down on his mouth guard at some points and just start throwing to the body and just do MMA, man. Like his style, man. Yeah, that boxing, heavy on the lead leg, move around style. It's just I don't see it. I just do not see it working against a crafty striker like Chares. So I'm not gonna say Vergara is gonna get knocked out. Most likely that's not gonna happen. Most likely Chares wins a decision. Um, but he will be putting a beating on Vergara. It's just like plus the intensity that he showed up to the weigh-ins yesterday. It just shows you, man. This guy, he's ready. He's just ready for the next level. He is ready to like break through the top 15, top 10 of the division and just start, fighting guys who will get him to the title. And we're on our co-main event. This took a little longer than I was wanting. Now I see what happened. Joe Piper. I gotta look into that later, and I will find out why he is. I'll do that right now. But before that, let me finish up with the main card. All right. So for the co-main event, we got Manuel Torres versus Drew Dober. And let me be honest with y'all, man. Uh, this fight they have it as a coin flip. I do not think it's gonna be even remotely that close. It's just this is gonna be a battle of toughness, and at the end of the day, I do not think Manuel Torres is tougher than Drew Dober. I do not think so. Uh, I think the only reason this fight is even booked this close is because the last time we saw Drew Dober, it was a doctor stoppage. I think it was against what the Silva. Like, come on, who is beating La Silva? Well, no, not La Silva, John Silva, not La Silva. My bad, John Silva. Like, who's beating John Silva? That guy's nasty, hella nasty. I mean, Drew Dober took everything that guy could give, and he still wanted to fight. The doctor stopped the fight. I think the last time, if I recall correctly, I think it was against Kevin. Yeah, I think it was against Kevin Brojas. Manuel Torres. Pretty sure. I gotta keep these little things on tab. No. Yep. Last time he fought, he got knocked out first round by Bahamo, Ignacio Bahamondes. Yeah, I think that was like the one where he got his leg kicked the shit out of him. And Ignacio just followed him down to the ground and pound finish. I I don't think Manuel Torres is as tough as Drew Dober is, and I think that's where he will wilt. I think he's gonna come on strong in the early rounds, trying to finish Drew Dober, and he's going to find out, like almost everybody else, finishing Drew Dober is not an easy task, and he's just gonna tire himself out. And now we're reaching our main. And for our main event, Steve Ercag versus Brendan Moreno. That's an easy pick 'em for me. It's Brendan Moreno. As good as Steve Erceg is, I do not think he's at the level to completely defeat Steve Erceg. And surprise, surprise, did not fight today. All right, try to put this thing to an end. All right, so today the my four Mexican horsemen for today on a four-way parlay, straight money line just to win today. Uh, I'd have Brennan Moreno by fourth round KO. Raul Rosas Jr. just straight money line. Ronaldo Rodriguez just straight money line, and Edgar Chairez just straight money line parlay to that one. And here we go for your weekend bet parlays. Those are my four top main, which I look at it like, man, these are the first four guys that I think are going to pull something out, and this is exactly what they're gonna pull off. I think Markel Moran, I think Markel Medeiros wins by TKO, and he does it in the second round or so. It's not gonna be in the first round. Uh, Costa, he will submit. Oh my god, my allergies, guys. I Oh man. I think Costa will submit Christian Rodriguez, and Ronaldo Rodriguez gets the TKO today, and Rafa Garcia definitely gets the job done. So and there are everybody that I picked to win. Markel, Gabriel Miranda, Rafa Garcia, Julia Polistar, Costa. I kind of changed my mind on that one. Abed Gutierrez earlier when I was doing this, I was like, yeah, he could win it. But as I was rethinking everything, I'm like, I feel like he's new. He's gonna want to rush this. He's gonna want to get a knockout, and that's where he's gonna make his mistake. He's gonna gas himself out, and he's either gonna get knocked out or lose a decision. And Edgar Chairez, I still see him getting the job done tonight. And Ronaldo Rodriguez, uh, him too, with David Martinez, all these Mexican fighters. Raul Rosas Jr., it is a no-brainer. That guy, he is the next Mexican star. And sadly, it seems like Kevin Gastelum and Joe Pyfer is off the card. And the champ will still, well, not the champ, the former champ, uh, he will run through Ercag, and that is it. That is all for the picks. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully with better quality and better production. Laters.